So, hello everybody, here we are back, and today I am playing a Lord of the Rings, I guess, print-on-demand saga expansion called The Old Forest. The Old Forest can be played as part of the Lord of the Rings saga Black Riders, or whatever it's called, the first box expansion. Or you can play it standalone. I'm going to play it standalone. The reason why I bought this, and I haven't really unpacked the Black Riders at all, but I will do this later today, is I've always been a fan of the Lord of the Rings books. And I read the books decades ago at this stage for the first time, so way earlier than the films. And the part of the Lord of the Rings that I liked best was the first book, and there everything that happens up until they reach Rivendell. So essentially the whole traveling through the Shire, the Old Forest was a very, very important part of the book to me personally. And of course the Fog of the Barrow Downs, in my opinion, beats most parts of the rest of the Lord of the Rings hands down, although it's a very, very short part of the whole book. And as you also know, these parts don't play any role in the film, and it's quite clear why they don't. And I don't hold it against Peter Jackson. I think that he did a good job with the films, as far as he could in the format of films. Considering that you only have so much time, and people will at some point want to go home, and so on and so forth. So I just don't dislike the films, but I think they omitted parts of the books which are really dear to me. Now, of course, Fantasy Flight Games have brought out the Lord of the Rings, the LCG, which doesn't deal with either The Hobbit or the Lord of the Rings at all, but basically covers the time between The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. Plus, in the deluxe saga expansions, they have now brought in the actual works of Tolkien and following their stories, rather than makey-uppy stories with people from the books and places from the books. And as part of their Gen Con, I guess, games or whatnot, they've brought out 2 expansions which you can play standalone or as part of the Lord of the Rings saga. One is the Old Forest, and the other one is Fog on the Barrow Downs. Now, if you want to play them in the right order, you would start with the Old Forest, because first we travel through the Old Forest before we even make it to Tom Bombadil. And I am going to play the Old Forest today. This is my second playthrough, so it's pretty much still new. It's got a very interesting staging mechanic. So and I'm going to read you from the flavor text. But you won't have any luck in the Old Forest, objected Fredegar. Fredegar is a hobbit. No one ever has luck in there. You'll get lost. Escape the agents of Mordor searching for you in the Shire by braving a trip through the strange woods on its borders, the Old Forest. A scenario designed for the Lord of the Rings, the card game special event at Gen Con 2014. This scenario can be played as a standalone adventure or as part of the Lord of the Rings campaign. To play the Old Forest in campaign mode, see page 44. We won't do this. Staging rules. When playing the Old Forest, players reveal encounter cards individually in player order during the staging step. If an encounter card has an effect that uses the word "you", then the encounter card is referring to the player who revealed the card. If the revealed card has the surge keyword, the player who revealed it reveals an additional card. Encounter cards with the doomed X keyword still affect both players, or each player. Peril keyword. When a player reveals an encounter with the peril keyword, he must resolve the staging of that card on his own without conferring with the other players. The other players cannot take any actions to trigger any response during the resolution of that card stage. I just have to try and remember this. When stage 2B instructs the players to advance to a different random stage 2A, the first player shuffles each stage 2 except for the current one in play together and chooses one of them at random. Then he replaces the current stage 2 with the chosen one. The previous stage 2 is placed back in the quest deck with the other unused stage 2 cards. Discard any progress or attachments that were on the previous stage 2. We have an indestructible enemy there as well. So let's see. Farewell to the Shire. After being pursued through the Shire by the mysterious Black Riders, Frodo and his friends decide that the safest way for them to continue their journey to Rivendell is to travel through the Old Forest. Setup. Set Old Man Willow. Now, those of you who don't know the books will not know who this is. This is actually a really dangerous tree. It's got engagement cost 50, 3 threat, 5 attack for shield, indestructible, immune to player card effects. When Old Man Willow attacks, discard a random location from the victory display. The defending player raises his threat by X, where X is that location's victory point value. And the Withy Windle. Forest River. Immune to player card effects. The players cannot win the game while Withy Windle is in play. While Withy Windle is the active location, the first player reveals 1 additional encounter card during the quest phase. So let's see. Setup. Set Old Man Willow and Withy Windle aside and out of play. Each player searches the encounter deck and adds 1 different location to the staging area. So we're going to take Wall of Trees and we're going to take Oppressive Forest, simply because these are the first 2 that I have found and they are both different. Now the locations in this game are really nasty, which is what I like, because obviously we are in the Old Forest and the Old Forest is a terrible place to be in. So I believe, in my opinion, they did a really good job when they created these, again, when they created the deck and the cards, they gave it a really nice flavor. So at the moment, we have 4 threat. Let's see. While Wall of Trees is in the staging area, progress must be placed on Wall of Trees before it can be placed on the current quest. Oppressive Forest. While Oppressive Forest is in the staging area, each player cannot play more than 1 card each round. That's terrible. We need to get rid of this one really, really quickly. Farewell to the Shire. 0. When revealed, each player draws a card. Advance up to a random stage 2A. You have left the Shire and are now outside and on the edge of the Old Forest. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's check the starting hand. We can play only 1 card. But I have the card that I want. So I'm going to draw the 7th card. So I'm not going to mulligan over here. Team LotR is happy. Let's see what we get for Team Tarlin. Whoops. Again, only 1 per player. So we need to travel to this ASAP. Hopefully we don't get one of those cards that actually tell us we have to go to that location first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a good hand. 7. Okay. Everyone draws 1 more card because of the information on the on that card over there. We don't need to worry too much about foes because there will be enemies, but they will have quite a high engagement cost, so they won't really come down very early. So let's see. When revealed, each player draws 1 card. We have done that. The Living Forest. So we have 4 2A stages. We're just gonna shuffle them like so. And then we're gonna place them so. We're gonna roll a die. 6, roll again. 2, gonna take this card, and the other ones we put here in any order. So let's see. Everything in it is the Living Forest. Everything in it is very much more alive, more aware of what is going on, so to speak, than things are in the Shire, and the trees do not like strangers. When revealed, if the number of locations in the staging area is less than the number of players in the game, which it's not, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a location added to the staging area, shuffle the encounter deck. We don't need to do this. Forced. At the end of the planning phase, each player must exhaust a hero he controls. So now we need to do this now. After placing progress as the result of questing successfully, if there are X or more total victory points on locations in the victory display, advance on to stage 3A. Otherwise, advance into a different random stage 2A. Okay, so We need to get rid of this, otherwise we will always be losing one hero. Now, how do we get rid of this? We just place one progress on this and then we progress to another one. So that's fine. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna play Light of Valinor, obviously. And over here we are going to we can only play one card. We will play an ally. We're gonna quest with everyone except for the person we can't. So we're gonna exhaust one hero. Then we're gonna quest for for 3, 6, 7, 8. Surge. Forced. After Army of Flies engages a player, that player discards a non-objective attachment he controls. Grasping Root. I stand corrected. This is terrible. And last but by no means least, Wall of Trees. Okay. Okay, now this is really terrible for various reasons. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 against 6, 7, 8, 9. So we increase our threat by 1 each. We're going to travel here because we want to get rid of the oppressive forest. We're going to engage the Army of Flies optionally over here, and we're going to engage the Grasping Root over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to deal a shadow card over here. We're going to deal a shadow card over here. We're going to kill the Army of Flies. We're going to defend with Glorfindel. Let's hope for the best. 3. So he takes two wounds. And everyone refreshes. So at least now we can play more than one card because this one is no longer in the staging area. Okay, everyone draws a card. Everyone resources up. Let's see. Steward of Gondor. Okay, now this doesn't look too shabby. Yeah, okay. Steward of Gondor on Elrond. Exhausted to give him +2, so he has 5 now. And we're going to play Vilya on him as well, which allows him not only to exhaust in order to put a card into play from the top of the encounter deck, but he's also now a spirit. He's got the spirit icon. Then we're going to play Master of the Forge for 2. And we're going to play Imladris Stargazer for 2. And that's all we're going to do just now. We are going to exhaust the Master of the Forge for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to look at what we have. And we're going to get... And we can take any attachment that we have in those 5 cards, and we have one which we have taken. Very good. So far so good. Let's see what we have over here. We're going to play Horn of Gondor on Denethor. We're going to bring out Dori. And we're going to bring out a Rivendell bow on Legolas and a Dwarrowdelf axe on Talon. Then we're going to quest for 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Oh, sorry. We need to exhaust one hero at the end of the planning phase. We're going to exhaust Denethor over here, and we're going to exhaust our friend Aragorn, and we're going to quest for 3, 6, 7, 8 against a current threat of 2. Peril. Now this will be drawn over here. When revealed, remove a questing hero from the you control from the quest and attach Song of Sleep to that hero. Okay, we're gonna put this one on because we cannot cancel this, can we? Oh, we can. Actually, we have Test of Will. Now, this is the issue because since I'm playing on my own, I have to really understand this is now the first player because I can cancel this because the first player is the one that has the spirit cards. If this had been drawn now, I would not have been able to cancel it because this one doesn't have those cards. Here we have Oppressive Forest. While Oppressive Forest is in the staging area, each player cannot play more than one card each round. Okay, so let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8. Against 6, we put 2 on this one. And we have quested successfully. We have to fight this guy over here. We're going to do this using the Sentinel ability from the Gondorian Spearman. He deals 1 wound automatically. He's also dead, which means Denethor gets 1 resource because he has the Horn of Gondor. Legolas is going to attack for 4 against his 3, so he does 1 wound. And everyone refreshes, except for the Imladris Stargazer, who's going to look at the deck. Top 5 cards, and she's going to make a decision which card will come on top. And we're going to do it like this. And we are going to draw a card over here, and everyone gets a resource. 1 card over here, and resources are dealt. Elrond gets 3 because he's got the Steward of Gondor. 33. And, oh, who would know? We get Asfaloth for 2. And we can only play 1 card. Because of the Oppressive Forest in the staging area. 1 card per person. 1 card per person. What should it be? Yeah, we will play a Warden of Healing. And we're going to exhaust him to heal 1 of Glorfindel, and of course then Elrond's ability kicks in, so a second wound is healed. We are going to quest for 3, 6, 8. Oh, sorry, we need to exhaust 1 hero first. So 3, 6, 7, 8. Doomed 2. When revealed, at the end of the phase, raise each player's threat by X, where X is the number of... okay, so first of all, Doom 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, this doesn't happen because there are no enemies. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8 against 3, 6, 7, 8. So nothing happens, but we will exhaust our trusty mount, Asphaloth. And we're going to put 2 on this. Everyone refreshes. We're gonna exhaust the Master of the Forge before everyone refreshes. No, we don't. We unexhaust the Imladra Stargaze, and we're gonna re-exhaust her to look at the top 5 cards over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can only play 1 card, so we would like to have the Vassal of the Windlords on top. Okay, so these guys draw a card. Increase. Increase. These guys get to get their resource. These guys get their resource. 2, 3, and they draw 1 card. And it is another Master of the Forge. We're going to play Celebrian Stone on Aragorn. And that's all we can do. Oh yeah, Asphaloth refreshes as well. And over here we are going to play Erebord Record Keeper to buff our ability to quest. And we're going to exhaust Denethor and our friend Elrond. They will not be questing. We're going to quest with 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 with the Warden of Healing. 11 against 2, 4, 6, 8. Surge. When revealed, discard all progress tokens from each location in the staging area. That's bad, and we can't do anything about it. Okay. If there is a non-unique active location, randomly choose a location in the staging area and switch it with the active location. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So these 2 are switched. It gains surge. We get a tentacle. And strange woods. Okay, now this is terrible. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. And we're questing for 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we increase our threat by 2 each. We're going to defend with the Master of the Forge. We discard each ally card in our hand as a result of the shadow effect. That's a nasty one. The Master of the Forge dies. We're going to exhaust Legolas for 4 and our friend Glorfindel. So they have a combined attack of 7 against 4. Against a shield of 3 is 4 attack, so this one dies. As a result, we put 2 on the current location. We're gonna exhaust Asfaloth to put 2 more on this location. We're gonna unexhaust everyone, including Asfaloth. Everyone draws 1 card. We are going to, get everybody some money. 2, 3, up to 7. And over here, 4, 3, 1. Let's just check. Did I overlook anything that had a victory? Probably not. Yeah. So, okay. Everyone can only play 1 card. First of all, we're going to exhaust Asfaloth again, and we're going to remove the wall of trees and we're going to put it into the victory display. Sorry, no, we're actually not going to do this at all. We're going to leave it where it is. We're going to exhaust Asfaloth to put this one into the victory display. My mistake. So, okay. Let's see. Over here we're going to play Landroval. Very important ally. Can bring back the dead. Over here we are going to we need somebody to quest. We're going to bring out Glaiwine. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. 1. We need to exhaust 1 hero. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna exhaust him. 5, 7, 10, 11. Doom 2. Tom Bombadil. Choose a player. That player gains control of Tom Bombadil, ready and committed to the quest. At the end of the round, discard Tom Bombadil, then shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. This effect cannot be cancelled. When revealed, at the end of the phase, raise each player's threat by X, where X is the number of enemies in the staging area. So we go up by 1 each. Now let's see. Again. 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, because we have Tom Bombadil committed to the quest, 15, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15 means plus 3, so we discard the wall of trees. and then one gets placed on the wall of trees over here. We're going to remove, we're going to travel to oppressive forest. Now let's see. While long trailer is in the staging area, it gains force after the active location leaves play. As an explored location, long trailer makes an immediate attack against the first player, which would be over here. So we're going to give these guys Tom Bombadil. Yeah, this is all terrible. He attacks for 4. Okay. No effect, but Tom... And Tom doesn't die. But now we optionally engage this thing. I'm gonna try and... Yeah, this is going to be dangerous for Legolas. Nothing happens. Legolas takes 3 damage. That could have gone much worse. Tom Bombadil will leave play. Legolas is going to attack the tentacle for 4 against its shield of 2. So he does 2 damage. Tom Bombadil is discarded, and then we shuffle the encounter deck back into the we really need to get rid of this 2B stage. Okay, so first of all, the Imladra Stargazer will exhaust, and we will look at the 5 top cards over here and check what we have. Okay, that is really good. We will leave them as they are. Everyone else refreshes. And we're going to exhaust the Warden of Healing to heal Legolas. We'll refresh as well. Everyone draws a card, and everyone gets a resource. 4, 5. He actually got one when Tom Bombadil left play. Okay. So draw a card. We get Gandalf. And we have plenty of resources actually. So we're going to give Burning Brand to our friend over here, which is finally happening. We're going to bring out our friend the Eagle, Vassal of the Wind Lords, for 1. We're going to bring out Gandalf for 5, which allows us to bring down our threat by 5. Very important. So this side is done. Over here we are going to play Galadrim's Greeting to reduce our threat by 6. So we're at a healthy 37, which is much better. And we're going to attach the Ancient Matham to the Oppressive Forest. We're going to exhaust Asphaloth to put 2 progress on the Ancient Matham. On the Oppressive Forest. And then we're going to quest. So first of all, we're going to exhaust a person who's a hero is not going to take part. That's going to be Elrond, and that's going to be Denethor. And then everybody else will quest like crazy. It's going to be Aragorn, but we're going to pay 1 resource to refresh him. 4. Legolas for 3 brings it up to 7. Talon 8. Dory 9. Gleowine 10. Gandalf 14. 15. So 15. On your flies. Gain surge. Peril. So this would be over here. When revealed, remove a questing hero from the control of the quest and attach Song of Sleep to that hero. Counts as a condition attachment with the text. Limit per once per hero. Treat each. Okay. Good. So we are at 14 compared to 2, 4, 7, 10. So 14 means we put 3 on this. And we have 1 left over, which goes over here. We're going to travel to Strange Woods. This one triggers. We draw 3 cards over here. 1, 2, 3. Very good. We are going to defend with Glorfindel. Nothing. And he takes 3 wounds. And we're gonna sentinel against the army of flies with Aragorn. He doesn't take any damage. We are going to use Legolas for 4 and the Vassal of the Windlord for 3 to kill this one over here. Everyone refreshes. Gandalf leaves play. The Windlord leaves play. Denethor gets 2 as a result of all this. Oh, sorry. Talon does not refresh because he is sleeping. So, now we're going to exhaust Athaloth again. To remove the wall of trees, we're going to put it into the staging area. That's done. We're going to exhaust the Warden of Healing to heal 2 from Glorfindel, together with a response from Elrond. Okay, we're going to check. This is a burning brand. This is... Do we have anything relevant? We actually do not. Okay, we're going to exhaust the Imladris Stargazer to look at the top 5 cards over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Actually, do we have something that is relevant over here? No, we don't. Okay. That's too bad. Okay. So, everyone draws a card, 1 and 1. Everyone increases their threat by 1 and 1. Everyone gets money, 2, 5 and 5. And then let's see what we've got over here. Oh yes, we've got a Northern Tracker, very good. We love this one. We've got an Ancient Matham, which we're going to attach to the current area. And we're gonna pay 3, 4 and 1. We're gonna attach the Rivendell blade, to Legolas. And we're gonna attach the Burning Brand to I don't know if I actually put 2 from Legolas on the current quest when we killed... No, I did not actually. I should have put 2 on this because obviously... Oh, I did. Yeah, and then I exhausted it. Yeah. Okay, sometimes it's a bit difficult to keep up with everything that's happening. Okay. We're going to exhaust Elrond to not take part in anything. He's just going to stand around. So we're going to quest for 1, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This puts 1 on each. 11. Eleven against 2, 4, 6, 9. So that puts 2 over here. Okay, now this is quite terrible. Let's see. 'Okay, the grasping root. We're going to engage it over here. After grasping root engages a player, that player must assign X damage among characters he controls. X is the number of locations in the victory display. 4. Okay, we're going to put 2 here and 2 on Landroval. We're going to defend with Aragorn. Attacking enemy gets +1. So he attacks for 4 and he does 3 damage. But that's not so bad because we're going to hit him back for 4, 7, reducing this by 2, which means 6 damage, so this one's dead. We assign 1 to the Strange Woods, and 1 goes on the Dark Place. So after placing the progress as a result of questing successfully, if there are X or more total victory points on locations in the victory display, advance to stage 3A. X is the number of players in the game times 5. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 9, not quite. So we advance to a different stage 2A, but also Ancient Mathem has just triggered, so we draw 3 cards over here, 1, 2, 3. We exhaust Legolas, and we exhaust Glorfindel. The Army of Flies also needs to engage. Well, first of all, we go here. When revealed, if the number of locations in the staging area is less than the number of players in the game, searching contradict, that's not the case. Forced at the end of the round, remove all progress from each location in play. Okay, we can live with that. We're gonna deal the shadow card. We're gonna defend with Dory. Nothing happens. He takes no damage. And the flies just stay where they are. Everyone refreshes. At the end of the round, each remove all progress from each location in play. Nasty. Everything refreshes. Everyone refreshes. So, like so. Okay. Except for our friend Talin, who doesn't. Okay, let's see. We are going to exhaust the Warden of Healing to remove 2 from Aragorn and 2 from Elrond himself. Then the Imladra Stargazer is going to look at the top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, we no longer have the issue that we have to exhaust a hero. Okay, so the Imladra Stargazer did what she does best. Now we're going to exhaust Elrond and Vilya, which means we look at the top card and we put it into play. It's Arwen und Dormio. Okay, so now everyone refreshes. We draw a card over here and over here. 39, 36. Everyone gets some money. 5, 1, 2, 2, 1. No. And he gets 3. So, let's see. We're going to go all out. We're going to bring out an Erebor Record Keeper. We're going to bring out another Dwaro Delph Axe, just because we can. We're going to bring out a Protector of Lorien, and we're going to put it on our friend Denethor. We're going to bring out a Gandalf, lowering our threat by 5 to 34. We're going to bring out Galadrim's Greeting, lowering the threat over here by 6 to 30. And then we're going to quest for 3, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. We're going to exhaust Leowine to draw a card. 17. Now, we put 1 progress on each of these. 17. We're gonna exhaust Asfalov to put, no, we're not gonna do this, 17. Surge. Tom Bombadil joins. I should have made a, I forgot to make an attack. Okay, when revealed, each player removes a character he controls from the quest and deals 2 damage to that character. Okay, we're gonna remove Glorfindel. And we're gonna remove, and we do 3 damage if it's a, okay, so let's see, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to exhaust Asfalov, get rid of this. 16 against 2, 4, 6 means we win this quest. We get a new, the first player reveals 1 additional card during the quest phase. We're gonna travel here. We're going to optionally engage the long trailer tree. We have Denethor defend. He actually gets a shield from Arwen because she's committed to the quest, so nothing happens because he's got 4 shield. We're going to hit back with Tom and our friend Legolas and Dory for 3, 5, 8, reducing the shield by 2. Done. We put 2 on this because we just killed something using Legolas. All of this comes back. Okay. We have 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 in the victory display. Oh, sorry, I forgot the army of flies. We're gonna sentinel with Aragorn. Nothing happens. But we haven't used our Steward of Gondor, so he's gonna kill this one. Okay, so everyone refreshes. Gandalf leaves play, which means that our friend Denethor gains 1 resource. Everyone refreshes. The Warden of Healing exhausts to heal 2 from Glorfindel and to heal 2 from our friend the Eagle. So far so good. We're going to exhaust Gleowine to draw a card over here. We're going to exhaust the Imladris Stargazer to check the top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to change the order. Okay, so now, first of all, draw another card over here. Increase our threat. To 34. Resource up. 1, 2. I'm going to bring out an ally for 2. We're going to put the Rivendell bow on our friend Glorfindel. Okay. It's good. Very good. Over here, we're going to draw that card. We're going to get resources 2 and 2. We're going to play Gandalf for 5. And this means that we will reduce our threat by 5. We don't really need card draw at the moment. We are going to exhaust, no, we're not going to exhaust Asphaleth, but what we're going to do is we are going to quest for 4, 5. The Warden of Healing is exhausted. 5, 8, 11, 17. Oh, we're going to spend 1 resource from Denethor to untap the Warden of Healing. 2. Okay, so again, 2, 3, 7, 10, 14, 17, 18, 18 against 2, doomed 2. When revealed at the end of the phase, raise each player's threat by X. So first we'll doom 2, 31 and 33. 1, 2. Tom Bombadil, we're going to take him. That's nice. So we have a total of, nothing happens here because there are no enemies, 3, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 20, 21, 21. We're going to exhaust Asphaleth to remove this one, 21. We put 1 on this, exhausting this or removing this from play. Means we put 19 on closing in around them. Forced. After placing progress as the result of questing successfully, if there are X or more total victory points on locations in the victory display, advance to stage 3. Otherwise, advance to a different random stage 2A. X is the number of players in the game times 5. So we need 10 victory points. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. That's 13. This means we advance to stage 3A. And 3A reads, The Wicked Willow. He lifted his heavy eyes and saw leaning over him a huge willow tree. Old and hoary. Enormous it looked, its sprawling branches going up like reaching arms with many long-fingered hands. When revealed, add Old Man Willow and the Withy Windle to the staging area. Reveal X encounter cards, where X is the number of players in the game minus 1. So we reveal 1 card. It's a peril card. When revealed, choose a location in the victory display and return it to the staging area. If no location was returned to the staging area, swaying without wind gains surge. We're going to take one that has a low threat value and one that we can kneel through easily. So we're going to take they're all pretty terrible. We're going to take this one here. Deep Gully. Okay, then we turn over. Old Man Willow cannot leave the staging area, but is considered to be engaged with each player and attacks each player in turn order during the combat phase. Deal and resolve 1 shadow card for each attack. Okay, so this is going to happen now. So we're going to take Tom Bombadil to defend over here. And Tom dies. He doesn't die, but he takes damage. And then we have a Gondorian Spearman over here who's going to defend, but by doing so actually puts 1 on Old Man Willow. Nothing happens, but the Gondorian Spearman leaves play, which means Denethor gets a resource. Tom Bombadil also leaves play at the end of the round, which is now. So now Denethor gets another resource, 3. Gandalf leaves play, and Denethor gets another resource, 4. This Horn of Gondor, I'm telling you, that's a really decent card. We shuffle the deck. Everyone refreshes, like so. We're going to exhaust the Warden of Healing to heal 2 people. We're going to pay 1 resource from Denethor to untap him. We are going to use the larger Stargazer to look at the top 5 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Everyone draws a card. 2. 1. 5. 4. 2. 3. 1. And we're going to exhaust Glare Wine to draw another card. Okay, what have we got? We've got a Veteran Axe Hand. And over here we've got, ooh, the Riddermark's Finest. What a great card. Good. We're going to, of course, now start questing. For 1, 3, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, 15 against 5, 7, 8, 11, 15 against 11 means we put 4 on this. We're going to travel to the Strange Woods, because I want this out of the staging area, because it means we cannot get healed. We're gonna defend with Denethor against Old Man Willow. Nothing happens. He takes 1 wound. We're going to defend with the Riddermark's Finest. Or are we going to take Aragorn? Oh, well, we've got Landreval. We're going to defend with Aragorn, who takes, let's see, do we have Hasty Stroke? I think, no we don't. So he attacks for 6, against 2 is 4. Takes 4 damage. But that's okay, because we are going to attack back. For 2. 4, 7, reducing his defense by 2. So we put 5 on him. So we're at 6. And everyone refreshes. Oh no, we can actually also bring in Glorfindel for 4. So we put on another 4. Another 3. Okay. Good. Everyone refreshes. The Warden of Healing exhausts to heal 2. We're going to pay 1 resource. And then he's going to heal 4. And we're going to pay 1 more to unexhaust him. 33. The Imladris Stargazer is going to look into the stars to see what's happening there. Over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, sure. That's exactly what we want. We're going to exhaust Glacial Wine to draw a card. Then everybody draws the card that they normally draw anyway. And we get some money. 2, 2, 4. Nothing much happening over here. 3, 2, 4. Let's see what we have. Well, would you know, we've got a buffer. And we've got, that's all we've got actually, but that's cool because we can also feint this guy the next round. Okay. We're gonna exhaust Asphaloth to put 2 on this. Oh, sorry. When Old Man Willow attacks, discard a random location from its victory display. The defending player raises his threat by X, where X is that location's victory point value. Okay, sorry, I should have done that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's victory X, 2 points. Would have gone over here. We're going to place them on Elrond. And over here, 1, 2, 3. 2 points go on Gimli. Talon. Okay. Have to remember that one. Does it go on a hero? Oh, sorry. Reduce your threat. Okay, well that's not a problem. 36. I thought it was damage. Sorry, my bad. It's 7. Okay. Good. So let's do this again. 1, 3, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, 15. Put 2 on this and 1 on this. 15. Doom 2. 15. Doom 2. At the end of the phase, raise each player's threat by X, where X is the number of enemies in the staging area, which is only 1. So everybody gets 1 more. 15 against 2 against, so that's 7 points. 5, 8, that's 7, so 1 goes here. 1 goes here, and 6 go here, so we're at 10. We're going to travel to the Withy Windle. We are going to defend against Old Man Willow with no, actually we're going to exhaust and discard the Riddermark's Finest to place 2 progress tokens on any location. And we're going to get rid of the Deep Gully. We are going to defend against Old Man Willow with the Veteran Axe Hand. No, actually with Denethor. So he's going to take 1 damage. And we're going to increase our threat by 2. And then we are going to feint him. Shadow card gets discarded. We're going to feint him, paying 1. And then we are going to attack him. So for 2, 4, 7, 10, 14, 17 minus 2, he is dead. So he's essentially, completely destroyed now. But that doesn't help as long as the Withy Window is in play. So we need to get the Withy Window out of the way ASAP. So next round we will have to quest like crazy. So we're going to increase our threat by 1 each. Glare Wine is going to let us draw an additional card. Warden of Healing is going to heal. Imladris Stargazer is going to take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is... here it is. Great. Finally. Okay, so. Everyone refreshes. 2, 3, 7, 3, 4, 1, and draw a card. Another glare one, which doesn't help us, but we're going to bring this guy out. We are going to over here draw a card, and would you know it, it's the Mine of the Iron Hills, which we're going to bring into play, which means that we can actually finally discard this attachment from Talon so that he can finally start playing again. And now we're going to be right quick about it. So we're going to quest with everyone. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 15, 16, 16 against, okay, we're going to put 1 here, 16 against Peril. When revealed, choose a location in victory display and return to the staging area if no location was returned without Okay, cannot be healed, cannot be healed. Gonna take this one. Oh, Tom Bombadil, very nice. And each player removes a character he controls from the quest and deals 2 damage to that character. Okay, let's remove a character from this quest. And Talon. Goody. So, we'll do this again. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 against 5, 7, 11. 5 go on this. 6 go here. 12, 16. We are going to now exhaust Asphaloth to get rid of the Deep Gully, bringing our total questing power, bringing the total threat down. So that's then 18, which means we have resolved this stage. So essentially we have destroyed, we have basically killed Old Man Willow. He's at minus now. And we've defeated the Withywindle, which means we have successfully conquered the Old Forest, thanks to Tom Bombadil. So I have to say, did we actually draw 3 cards? Yes, we did. This is a really lovely quest. I think it really captures the atmosphere in the book, where the guys are basically traveling and they don't find their way and they keep getting turned around and they try to find a way out, and they encounter all of those weird trees, they encounter all of those areas and locations. They run into Tom Bombadil every so often. That's really cute that you get him and then he'll help you. And then you come to the Withywindle at last, and you know the Withywindle, they want to follow the river, and then they get caught by Old Man Willow. So you have to destroy the Withywindle by fully exploring it and at the same time destroying Old Man Willow. So I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed this. It's a really great quest. It's one of those I guess print yourself or standalone quests where the cards look slightly different. The printing is slightly off, but to me that doesn't matter. I really enjoyed it, and I really can recommend it. As you can see, I've made a couple of changes to my deck. I've added Landroval, which helped me because I'm going to also play Fog on the Barrow Downs later today, and the first time I played that one, it's actually a little bit more complicated because you also have, like I think, like you do in the Long Dark, where you have to separate out the staging areas for the 2 players, or for each player gets a separate staging area at some point. Actually, Aragorn died, but I had Landroval, and Landroval actually brought him back, because once a game you can return Landroval to your hand when a hero dies, and bring that hero back. You can still play Landroval again, but his ability to bring back people from the dead has then been exhausted. So that's a really good card to have in any deck, I would say, because he's not only like the spirit card that does the same thing, and it costs pretty much the same. It's called Fortune of Fate, because Landroval can also do other things. He can have attachments, only non-restricted ones, but he can have attachments. So you could give him the favor of the lady, for example. You could give him unexpected courage. He's a strong. He can quest. He can fight, and he's got 4 health. So he's a much better card than. Well, I mean, better in terms of, you know, he is more versatile than just a one-off card that you can play. It's an event, and then if you are unlucky and you don't have that card ready when somebody leaves play and somebody dies, but you only draw the event later, I think you cannot really play it, other than at the moment in time when this person dies. So Landroval, if you have a card deck like mine, as you can see, which is very strong on card draw, I have 3 Stargazers in there. If I get Vilya and the Stargazer really early on, I can do great things with this deck, because you know, the Stargazer will look, you know, you have to put Unexpected Courage on Elrond and you're pretty much done. You have a an Imladris Stargazer, they will look at the cards available, and then that's essentially it. You can then exhaust. You can order them in such a way that, for example, Landroval is at the top. He costs 5. You exhaust Vilya and Elrond, and then you just bring him into play for nothing. And I was able to do this once, almost on the first turn, and that was really brilliant. Because then Landroval was there. I didn't need him to resurrect anyone in that particular game, but he was there all the time, basically questing, which was really helpful. So I hope you enjoyed this game. I certainly love it. I'll be quite honest with you, I think they not only stayed really true to the feeling of the story in the book, but also they managed to turn it into a really entertaining gameplay. And again, Fantasy Flight Games, well done. I really, really love your work. I think this is brilliant, and I'm definitely going to incorporate it into my Black Riders and Lord of the Rings adventure campaign. So I'll probably play Fog on the Barrow Downs later today, and I'll also try and make a video. But the first time I played this, I actually found it quite, it's one of the things where you have to watch many things, because many things happen, so it's a little bit error prone, but we'll see how far we get with that. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.